What's going on, guys? It's Wafers, and welcome back to the third episode of the Newport County Road to Glory career mode. Today, we are going to be finishing up the transfer window and playing in our first game of the Papa John's Trophy. So this is the schedule coming up. As you can see, we have a lot of league games. Schedule's pretty crowded in League 2, so we're going to have to be rotating the side quite often. Now, the first thing that comes in this episode is a transfer offer for Townsend. As I said before, I am not interested in selling my players, really. So we're just going to ignore that and get into the game against Cheltenham Town. Now, Cheltenham Town has the second highest scorer in League 2 this season, Alfie May, and he gets the scoring started in this one. In the 60th minute, we had to wait all the way until the second half, but he puts it into the net and they go up 1-0. Now in the 76th minute, we get a corner and Telford crosses it in to Demetriou, and the captain heads it into the back of the net, is able to get us level 1-1 with Cheltenham Town. This was a really tough game. I really couldn't break them down at all. We were able to get the goal off the corner though, and that is how it would end. 1-1 draw in the first game. Right after that, we get a transfer offer, this time for Sheehan, and it's actually a pretty good offer, around £900,000, but I decide to reject it, try to keep as many players as possible during this first season. So we will also reject this offer that we get for Dolan. Rotating the squad is going to be really important for us, so I really need to make sure that I have enough players to effectively do that. After that, we get another transfer offer for Sheehan, another good offer, but I also reject this one. And we are going to go then and take a look at the youth scout reports. So our first scout report is going to come from England, and this scout report wasn't really that good. Nothing special here. I believe I get rid of Peter Steele. Lewis Fox looks all right, but nothing really special. He is 16, but not a ton of potential I see there. So we're actually going to leave both of them there and go to Wales. And looking through this scout report, we have a couple players in this one that I actually really like. We're going to reject Kai Broderick. He was left over from the last scouting report. Curtis Ward's also too low. And then we have three decent looking ones. And I'm going to sign up Alex Wynn and Alex Bennett. They are both going to get contracts to the youth academy. They look like really good players. Bennett looks like he could have a very high potential, and Wynn also looks like he might have a good potential. So we're going to go to actually check them out right away in the youth squad. And Bennett is our highest rated youth squad player so far. He is 58 overall, and he looks pretty good. They're both 17. Wynn is 53 overall, which isn't too bad for our side. Since we're in League 2 and there aren't a lot of very high rated players in this league, playing with like 53 rated Wynn at left back wouldn't be that bad. He'd also be great depth. He'd be our backup left back, since our backup left back right now is 48 overall. He's probably also going to have higher potential than our current left back. And then Bennett as well looks very good. His potential rating between 75 and 94 looks like they could both be good players for the future. So I'm going to give both of them development plans right away. For Wynn, I was looking through trying to decide what stats I really wanted to improve for him, and since we play a 5-3-2, I thought that I really need to get him to be a faster player, since he's going to be going up and down the wings, and he needs to have that high attacking work rate so that he gets forward and gets back. So we gave him attacking wide back. And then for Bennett, again, I was trying to figure out, since we don't have a cam, we just play three center mids. He would obviously be one of the more attacking center mids out of those three. So we're going to go and give him, I believe we give him the attacking midfielder or dynamo development plan. And yeah, we give him the attacking midfielder development plan right here. So we're going to apply that to him. And actually, no, I give him Dynamo. So I give him Dynamo, and then we're going to go into the first game of the Papa John's Trophy. I really don't care at all about this competition. It's just some extra games that we have to play. So if we could get out of the game, the competition early, and avoid playing games, I really wouldn't be too fussed. And we actually concede pretty early, within the first 10 minutes. We concede to Lincoln City, but we come back pretty quickly. Still in the first half, Baker goes down this right side and he crosses into Donnelly, who's actually been a very good striker off the bench for me. I'm glad that we signed him in the from free agency. He's been good coming into the bench, and for this second team, which we're playing with in this game, he's a pretty quality player. So in the second half now, we cross it in from a corner and Maynard is going to head it in. So that's 2 corner goals in this episode. I don't score typically a ton of corners, but in this episode, I was just able to score, multiple. I was able to get pretty lucky on some of the crosses. Now into the 93rd minute, and Baker is going to cross it in, and Taylor off the bench hits a amazing volley with his left foot into the top right corner. Show this one again. He's able to get his foot around the ball and just put it into the top right corner. It was a really impressive volley. I was really impressed with that one, and we actually advance in the Papa John's Trophy. We beat Lincoln City 3-1. After that game, I thought, you know what, I need a little bit more depth. My players were running a little bit low on stamina, so we decided to promote Alex Wynn and Alex Bennett immediately, and they'll come off the bench in this game against Harrogate Town. This is another league game. We're going to this one, we're in England, and I was just hoping to continue the form that we've been on in the league. We've really been killing it, and early on, Telford is able to get through, use the pace to get past the defender, and he's going to hit it from a pretty tight angle, and it goes in. And Telford's been absolutely incredible for us this season so far. He's just been absolutely bagging goals, and his pace is really helpful against these slower center backs. And it's going to show up once again. He's through again, able to get a little bit of separation, hits a cross goal into the bottom left corner. So within 17 minutes, we are up 2-0 on Harrogate Town. 2 goals from Telford. I believe that is his 11th and 12th goal of the season, but this time he's going to be the assister, puts Scrimshaw through, and Scrimshaw stops a nice little fake shot and puts it into the corner. We are up 3-0 on Harrogate now after only 60 minutes. A nice finish by Scrimshaw. He's going to get some goals this season, but Telford's probably going to be our main man, and I decided at this point to bring on Alex Wynn and Alex Bennett for their debut. So they come on in around the 60th minute, and right away they get involved. Bennett gets through and he scores off the bench in his debut, a debut goal for one of our players that I'm hoping is going to have the highest potential. He looks good so far, scores in his first game off the bench, but Alex Wynn was not to be outdone. He goes down this left side and from an extremely tight angle puts it into the net with his left foot. So Alex Wynn was not to be outdone by Alex Bennett, wanted to get on the score sheet as well in his debut. So both our Youth Academy products score as we win 5-0 against Harrogate Town. I was really happy with that result, really happy to get both of them involved, really quickly into the side. Now this one, we're going to Port Vale. We're back in Wales at the Rodney Parade in order to finish up this episode. Labadie is going to go into Scrimshaw, who hits Bennett in the 73rd minute already, and Bennett puts through Telford, and Telford turns and finishes it. I was really struggling to break down Port Vale in this game, couldn't get much going, but in the 73rd minute, we finally were able to get a chance and get one into the back of the net. And just a couple minutes later, usually when one goal comes, a couple more usually start showing up, and we get right through with Scrimshaw. Again, Telford to Scrimshaw. He puts it in the net, and within the span of 10 minutes in game, we're able to go from tied at 0-0 to up 2-0 against Port Vale. Port Vale would try to come back, but we take the ball away once again. Sheehan is coming forward. He puts it through to Scrimshaw. Scrimshaw is going to use his pace and lay it over to Alex Bennett. Alex Bennett's one-on-one, and he puts it into the bottom right corner. No messing around. That means that Bennett now has 2 goals in his first 2 games, both off the bench. I might have to see if I can maybe start him in the side. He looks like he's a very good talent. I want to see him develop, and hopefully we can find out what his potential rating is. But that's going to be it for this episode, guys. If you liked the video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and leave a comment down below to let me know what you think of the career mode so far, and I will see you guys tomorrow.